And we are back for episode 2
I knew Grandpa
of...
Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh no.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Ah!
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Okay.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Uh-oh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh no. Well, he succeeded and he died.
After the funeral,
What's next?
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh. Looks like there was also a bridge here, but they took it down. What am I looking for? Oh. Well, I want to go back. Ah! Ah, more secrets. How do I? Ah. That is so cool.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Barbara. Okay. What about this section? Well, it just looks like an outside. Okay. Go here first. Nothing.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara
Oh my God!
got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Go. Oh. Oh, come on! The crutches.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
A weapon. Let's go, Barbara.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
This way? Ah!
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh. It's Rick.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared.
It didn't work
Rick.
out.
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
The crutch.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still
No.
holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Where's Walter in all this?
Barbara! Walter? What's going
Oh,
on?
there he is.
there?
Never mind.
Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I don't think it's a trick, Barbara. Ah. What is with the Halloween soundtrack? Oh. To go the only clear way.
Walter, are you there?
Walter?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no!
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Ah! Lock that door.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played
Let
her
me in.
part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Shit.
He wasn't moving.
Wait, was it Rick?
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh. Back downstairs.
The hookman had vanished.
Oh.
She listened for
Oh.
his breathing, but all she heard was...
I don't trust it. Let me out! Ah!
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh, there.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her
What?
ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Close! Close! There we go. Typewriter. Okay. Because I gotta go. Okay, it's sealed, so I gotta go out from here.
I guess now I know why
And I
Mom
need to
doesn't
go
like me
use
playing with the music box.
Yep. Okay. Music box time. So where is the music box? It's over here. Yep. going. There we are. Okay. Down the stairs. Pool table.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Danger.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I'm in.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Oh, this is where Walter went.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Did you think there was one?
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired.
The dragon.
Of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave.
Where am I going then?
Well, I still can.
I don't know where to go. I can't see. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. Okay.
I know it's out there somewhere.
What is?
Whatever killed Barbara
Oh, yeah.
and Molly.
The curse?
And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Are you?
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
It's gonna. I got hit by a train. 2005, that's the year I was born.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So you've been down here for many years.
I'm sure my
basically.
mom was trying to protect me.
This way. Are we really gonna follow him? No.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
That I'd run away.
But if she never told me
Tomatoes.
about an uncle under the house,
What else
I
did you
can
not tell
only
you about?
imagine what else she was hiding.
Exactly.
I
Guess
don't
we're
want to
in
make the same
US.
mistakes she made. Trying to
There you
bury
go. I
something
do.
that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
There is no train. Oh, there used to be. Now what? Jump. Jump. I don't actually do that. Oh, this way.
I don't know
Beth!
if I should even be writing this.
Got you.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Thing is that you probably
And then
wouldn't
look
really
at the
know
house.
if Barbara
That
murders
history
got
of
murdered
imagination
if she ran
and
away.
stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Ah. There you go.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Huh.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
The one that died.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils
That
are
is a
mine.
lot of pets.
2 had been my fault.
Oh. Christopher! Is Molly the cat in here? I don't see her.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Why did you do that? Molly. Calvin. Walter. Barbara. Barbara's little star. What's this
I'm
one?
sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
Yeah.
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
The house.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
I'm confused. I don't know.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost two of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
This way? Yep.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah! Go. 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 Yep. Why are you pregnant at 17? Where did I go? Oh, there's a ladder. Okay, I'm stupid. Can I walk across? I cannot.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Like being unproductive?
They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Where is she?
What?
Perfect.
There we go.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
What am I looking for?
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Over in
Just
Finch
be
National
careful.
Park.
The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to
What
clear
matter?
up. Still freezing, though.
That forest.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Got him.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
Will I?
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Like what? A
Grandpa
bird?
Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
I don't see any deer.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
It'd be lovely
Give
if
me a
I
minute
could
to
go
check
to
the
that.
map.
Ah,
Good eyes, Don. Before you
There
take
we
the shot, let me get
go!
a picture of you.
there. What am I shooting?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Shoot. Oh shit.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want... Great shot, Don!
Oh. What the hell?
Proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
What am I doing? I'm running up there.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh, the timer's not perfect.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
How did Dawn not die too?
Of all
Oh, he
these
died.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Uh-oh. Close the book! There we go. Well, before we continue, I'm going to end this episode here. So, goodbye!